Cairns, London. Lead surgeon says hospital like Afghan war zone. 2 more killed overnight. So we have been talking a little bit about London lately. We talked about the 78-year-old pensioner yesterday who was arrested for defending himself against home burglars. And we're also, earlier in the week, we're talking about how the stats for London have come out. And last month alone, they actually beat the Big Apple, or I think it was New York City, in most cases when it comes to like rapes, burglars, and murders. So London is not doing very well at all lately. Funny enough, Labour is actually in charge over there, or what people would consider liberal progressives. And funny enough, things seem to be going to the shithole, like California. I'm not saying it's related, but it's definitely interesting, isn't it? Let's jump into the article and we'll see what happens. Hospitals in Mayor Sadiq Khan's London resemble those of the war zone. A senior surgeon working to save victims of the capital's surging violent crime wave has said. He'll probably be fired tomorrow. The shocking comments made Thursday morning come after 2 more men were killed overnight. A couple of days after another night of violence saw a boy who was 16 stabbed to death and a 17-year-old girl shot in a drive-by. I didn't even hear about those. What the hell is going on over there? Wednesday night's killing, both in Hecate, East London, which is roughly the same area where that robbery was, actually, funny enough, but brought the death toll from suspect murder. Might even be the same one, actually. Might be related. Brought the death toll from the suspected murder in the capital to 50 so far this year, pulling away from New York City, which London overtook at the weekend. Dr. Mark Griffiths, who's probably going to be fired tomorrow, the lead surgeon at Barts Health NHS Trust in East London, said that knife and gun wounds had moved from a niche part of his job to daily chunks of his workload, and a growing number of victims were children. Kind of interesting, because the left keep telling us about how safe London is when it comes to guns. Some of my military colleagues have described their practice here as similar to being at Camp Bastan, might be mispronouncing, Dr. Griffiths told the Today programme on BBC Radio 4. We used to look after people in their 20s. Now people are more often in their mid to late teens, and children in school uniforms have been admitted under our care with knives and gun wounds. He added, quote, where there's a young boy being stabbed 5 or 6 years ago, it would have been a horror story. Now it's normal. People are expected to see people being killed on a daily basis. Members of the public who are not involved in gangs or violence let this pass without comment, and you get the society you deserve if you ignore violence. On Wednesday, Mayor Khan responded to the criticism by blaming Tory cuts to the police and claiming the crime wave was affecting other areas of the UK too. Maybe you should start looking at mass migration. Just saying. Meanwhile, Amber Rudd, the Home Secretary, and who I like to call completely clueless, has deemed that social media firms censor online content in response to the crime wave, claiming that deleting videos will help save lives. You really got to be that kind of special to believe that, don't you? But keep going. A Home Office spokesman said, gangs often post videos online to seek the incitement violence or glamorize criminality to influence young people. Okay, let's do a poll. Let's find out how many of these people that were stabbed. Let's find the perpetrators, and let's find how many of those looked up these gang violence videos online. The instant nature of social media also means that plans develop rapidly and disperse can escalate very quickly. You're band-aiding the situation. Okay, so yeah, I will agree. With social media, it is very easy to text 5 of your friends, or even just text them normally and say, dude, I'm getting chased, come and help me, whatever it may be. And you can have 5, 10, 15 of your mates rock up to help you kick some ass. But at the end of the day, you can do that with a normal phone. That's not just social media. I could text my mate normally and that would happen. So that doesn't really make any difference. Also, that's not actually stopping the problem. So you want to find out why the guy's getting chased in the first place. If someone's having to, quote, text his mates to get his mates to come and help him because he's been chased down the street, you might want to find out why he's been chased down the street in the first place. If someone is walking home and gets beaten by, let's just say, someone from Mid-Eastern appearance, just pulling a group out of my head, not saying they're the violent ones or anything, but at the end of the day, if someone was beaten by someone from a Middle Eastern appearance, yeah, he's going to go home, he's going to tell his mates, and then they're going to go around and they're going to beat the shit out of the person from the Middle Eastern appearance. But you can't sit there and say, oh, it's social media because, or it's his phone because he told his friends. No, the problem is that he was originally beaten the shit out of by the Middle Eastern appearance sort of person, as an example. You're sort of missing the central point here. It's the central topic. It's the first event is what's causing all these problems. It's not, oh, social media. Yeah, social media allows people to connect, sure. But if he wasn't getting the shit beaten out of him in the first place, he wouldn't go home and post it on social media, is what I'm trying to say. But, you know, typical politician has no freaking idea, do they? Guys, I don't know. At the end of the day, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you believe social media is responsible? Do you believe it just allows you to contact people easier? Do you think that maybe the police department should start looking in some of these groups that maybe are foreign, that are coming overseas? I will say, full disclosure, apparently that burglar that was killed last night, he was white, reportedly, although I'd like to find a photo of him to verify that, because sometimes white can have a very, very vague definition. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.